is only the second time the World Championship of Irish Dancing has come to the United States, and the first time it's come to Boston. And we're just 2 days away from the special election in the Massachusetts Senate race, and a new poll shows that the race is tightening up a bit. The poll shows Ed Markey leading Gabriel Gomez by 8 points, 49 to 41%. Father Lou Phillips, a priest and teacher at the school, is also worried about the children and says he's going to work hard to make sure they stay connected to each other and their faith. Tonight, here in Portland, Maine, many participants of the Boston Marathon will finally have the opportunity to cross the finish line and to end the race. Although the Protection 1 security button is a great option for victims of domestic abuse, the police say that this button should not be used instead of calling 911. Here in Monument Square, Portland's Buy Local campaign is celebrating its 5th year anniversary of supporting Maine businesses. Although Jekanowski says that many Boston College students are in support with making contraceptives available on campus, she also says that there's a great deal of students who can see where the college is coming from. They're flying in from around the world with big hair, big kicks, and big hopes of taking home the gold.
The goal right now is to at least get second, third, or first.
The Irish Dancing World Championship is being held in Boston this year at the Heinz Convention Center. Most of the competitors range from 10 to 14 years old, but don't let their age fool you. These kids know what it takes to win.
Yeah, we practice most days of the week, and then you have to practice like yourself at home, and you have to keep your fitness up, so you have to do like 1,000 jumps every day.
In addition to staying physically fit, these dancers must also put in effort to look the part.
First I put on all my makeup, and then I either do my wig myself, or this morning I got it done by one of the vendors in the room. Yeah.
This is only the second time the World Championship of Irish Dancing has come to the United States, and the first time it's come to Boston. And that's giving local dancers something to be excited about.
We're Team Woods, and we're going to win the World Championship!
These girls are from the Wood School of Irish Dance in South Boston, and they're very used to traveling to compete.
Yeah, and we might be going to London next year. So, going to Anaheim. Yeah, and then I'm going to Anaheim, California in July.
But they say they couldn't be happier that the world's largest Irish dance competition has come to them. The 8-day competition started on Sunday and is scheduled to wrap up on the last day of this month. In Boston, reporting for WEBN, I'm Ashley Allen. Condemnation for handing out condoms is what some students are facing, at least at Boston College. The Catholic school students have been ordered to stop handing out birth control on campus. Lizzie Jekanowski is head of the Boston College Students for Sexual Health group. She is leading the fight to make contraception available at BC.
We're an independent student group, we're independent of the university, and we seek to expand sexual health resources and information on BC's campus because Boston College does not provide this information.
These students host condom pickups and have set up what they call safe sites around campus where students can go for information and sexual resources. But they may not be able to help their classmates much longer. Boston College has sent out a letter threatening the group members with expulsion if they do not stop their work, which is concerning to some students.
I know that BC students have sex, so to me it was like, well, there should obviously be condoms available.
Aside from the obvious risks of not having contraception available at BC, such as pregnancy and STDs, some are concerned with the message BC is sending its students by banning the distribution of birth control on campus.
Saying that we're not going to be handing these out, it's making sex look like it's something that you should be ashamed of.
Although Jekanowski says that many Boston College students are in support with making contraceptives available on campus, she also says that there's a great deal of students who can see where the college is coming from and who support the Jesuit tradition.
I don't necessarily agree with what the school is doing, but I understand where they're coming from given that it's a private Jesuit institution.
I think that the university is 100% within its rights. Students agreed to live by these Catholic values and to respect them while they're on BC property.
The group is scheduled to meet the college's administration on April 29th to discuss the next step. Reporting for WEBN from Boston College, I'm Ashley Allen.
One, two, three, four, double, double.
This is the Boston Baby Dolls Burlesque Dance Company, and it's giving Boston women something to shimmy about. Their students are learning how to strip, but more importantly, they're learning how to love their bodies and embrace their femininity. Headmistress Mina Murray is an owner of the Boston Baby Dolls. She's been teaching burlesque dancing in Boston for 7 years.
We have taught hundreds of women how to bump and grind and tassel twirl.
You might be surprised to know that in proper Boston, sexy dance classes are selling out months in advance.
All of our classes keep selling out, so the traffic is fantastic.
Baby Dolls instructor Linnea Peterson says she thinks one of the reasons burlesque has become so popular is because it allows women to accentuate the parts of their body that they love.
So you can hand the same song to 2 different women, and they'll give you 2 totally different acts based on like what they're comfortable with and what they really like about themselves.
Many of the women in the class said that burlesque dancing is not only fun, but that it helps them feel comfortable and confident in their own skin.
I love burlesque, and I'm also big on body empowerment and loving the body you're in, starting your stuff, your way, your style, and you're only showing what you want to.
Anybody can get up on the stage no matter what they look like, and you know, if they feel good about themselves and they can share that with other people.
Because at the root of burlesque, it's a body image, you know, being comfortable with your own body.
In a society with increasingly high standards for physical perfection, burlesque dancing can help the women of Boston gain confidence by learning how to lose their clothes. In Boston, reporting for WEBN, I'm Ashley Allen. When the bell rings on the last day of school, you might expect to see nothing but smiling faces. Though the students at Cathedral treated today like any other, their parents knew better and are worried about what the closing of the school means for their children.
I thought we had all prepared ourselves for this moment, and it's just a lot sadder than we thought. We're very discouraged that this is it.
Although the Cathedral School is not the only Catholic school in the area, parents say it was different from the rest because of its ethnic diversity. Student parent Lisa Day has 2 adopted children from Ethiopia and says the school was the perfect place for them.
People here at the school knew very well how to deal with immigrants and refugees and things of that sort, and I knew that this would be a safe and good place for them.
Day now feels let down by the diocese and is more than disappointed in their decision to close the school.
These are the people that we're supposed to be ministering to, and he's chosen not to.
Father Lou Phillips, a priest and teacher at the school, is also worried about the children and says he's going to work hard to make sure they stay connected to each other and their faith.
Maybe we can do some after-school enrichment programs or just social programs to bring our parishioners together.
Although he is discouraged, Father Lou still believes in Catholic education and is now devoted to keeping his parishioners involved.
Even though a number of Catholic schools, such as ours, have faced closure, I really feel that Catholic education will survive, this storm.
And many families hope that he's right. But for now, Cathedral School is closed, and for the parents of the students, that's hard to accept. In Portland, Ashley Allen, News Center.